This is the Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge. Earning your living executing trades from the comfort of your home seems a lot more cool than most 9 to 5 gigs. Trouble is, if you don't know what you're doing, you can wreck your portfolio. But with our trading instructors, BK, Soto, and Mitchell, you'll learn how to day trade the futures market. Streaming daily, 9 to 11 a.m. Free. This is a free trading education channel. The Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge, where everybody is welcome. Get in the chat, ask us questions, learn. And now your instructors. This is BK, Soto, and Mitchell.
Hey, good morning everybody. It's Monday, October 21st. Hope everybody's doing well today. Hopefully everybody had a good, great, safe weekend. And here to do some trading today. So appreciate you guys being here. Looks like kind of getting going early this morning, but let's get the disclaimers out of the way. We have, if you look on the chart there, you'll see the disclaimer, that everything here is done for educational purposes, right? No trades we take here in the room are a recommendation any way, shape, or form. Okay, so just make sure you read those disclaimers there and realize everything is for educational purposes, okay? We're not registered investment advisors or commodity trading advisors, or anything we do here is not a recommendation, all right? So thank you very much for taking the time to check that out. But again, hope everybody had a great weekend and a great safe weekend, hopefully. And we look forward to another great week here in the trading room. But all right, so if you're just checking us out, appreciate that. Look at the description below the video here, and you'll see kind of who we are and what we're about. Want it to be a fun place to trade, easy place to trade. And places to kind of come in and check us out and learn a little bit, throw your input in there a little bit, and just introduce yourself and kind of just create a community of traders. That's definitely something we want here, just a community of traders, and hopefully that something that can be created here. So anyway, but yeah, just check out the description below there. All right. Looks like, for whatever reason, my charts here are kind of running slow as far as on the live stream. So let me know if you can't see it. Please let me know if you're still looking at the disclaimers and not my chart. I'd like to know that, please. But there's 3 traders here. There's myself, Soto, and Mitchell. And they'll be joining us here shortly. It is a Monday morning, so things are a little bit slower on Mondays. And always seem to have issues for whatever reason on Monday, but anyway, that's fine. We'll kind of get it all worked out, and we'll get this party started. I talked to Soto briefly this morning. He's already taken 1 trade, which was great. I took 1 trade, but just killed it for 1 tick profit real fast. Didn't like how it was doing, so I went ahead and killed it. There was a lot of buy orders came in, but they ended up getting taken out, but I didn't know that in real time. So just took 1 tick of profit there and killed the trade, as you can see on my chart. But let us know you're here and hope everybody's doing well. Excuse me, I do this every morning. Goodness gracious. Talk fine until I start on this channel here, then I start getting all kind of things caught in my throat. But hope everybody's well this morning. Sounds like Soto might be ready to come on in. Just let me know when you're ready, Soto, and we'll kind of bring you in. I know you had some business to take care of, but just let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring you on in. But anyway, you can see right here we got some charts we got on my chart here. I don't know if you can see my chart yet. Let me know if you can't, please, if anybody's there, because on my screen it's just spinning for you guys. I don't know what's going on, but it's just kind of spinning. There you go. I think you should be able to see it now. There we go. I hope you can see that chart at this point. All right. But what you see on my chart, I do have a couple zones drawn up. We got some action that took place this morning. A great trade that's happened. You know, I always tend to tell you between 6 and 8 o'clock in the mornings here we have great trades set up, and this is one that was beautiful that was set up this morning. Again, I didn't get up for it, but it's always nice to see it, right? Right there's a beautiful trade right here. There's a beautiful trade entry into our zone. Right here about 7:20 this morning, 7:25. Great trade opportunity for a nice little easy point there. It's always nice to have that morning point, and that's a good time to get it. You know, you could even gone a little quicker in another time zone as well, but I mean time frame as well, but that was an ideal setup there. But again, we didn't get it. That wasn't our trade. So I'll go ahead and remove it. I just wanted to point it out for you. But like I said, if you're just now joining us, took a trade here in this top zone right here. Just got it in one tick. I kind of got out of it quickly. I didn't like some of the order flow that was coming in. There were some big buyers coming in. They ended up getting rejected, as you can see here. But at the time, I had no reason to think they would be rejected there. So, but they were rejected, and so I went ahead and closed it for one tick of profit. And looks like it would have been a good few points to the downside there, but we don't trade after the fact here, so it's okay. One tick of profit's fine. Kind of I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know. And had a good entry, but just a lot of buyers got shut down pretty quickly there, so went in and killed the order. But anyway, well, we potentially have an opportunity here coming up. You can see this aqua line that's on my chart. It's actually the high from yesterday, the value area high yesterday on a market profile. So we kind of watched that. We got a lot of support right here, right? We got a pretty good zone right there. So let me go ahead and draw this zone for this intraday this morning here. We'll go ahead and draw that nice little zone there. All right, we got kind of a hidden zone and a couple hidden zones inside of that zone. So I would definitely look to if everything lines up, I would definitely look to long this pretty quick here, but we'll kind of watch that and see. But let's see here. No news this morning to worry about, so that's always nice. I don't like news per se, me personally, not a big fan of it, but it was something we have to deal with, and we just kind of make the best of it when it comes our way. But no, real big issues to deal with this morning news-wise. So if price wants to kind of get down in here for me, I'm going to look to, I can actually get right in here towards the top at 98 and a quarter, and look to take the trade. I'll go ahead and put a trade on at that point, just so I'll have it there for everybody to see. And it's a good visual for me. Excuse me. I got my morning hack out of the way. I don't know what the deal is there, but it seems to happen every morning. But all right, but I got that out of the way. So sorry about that. Get a drink of water. All right. All right, so we're just watching the chart here, watching it closely. I'm just kind of checking it out. We got big buyers in this area down here where this zone is at, from 97 3/4 all the way up to 98 and a quarter. So we'll kind of get on the front side of those and see if we can kind of get us a little quick tick in there and a quick bounce off of that area, having buyers kind of resupport their position there hopefully when they come back, and take a quick point out of that. So we'll watch that and see if we can get it prior to market open. You know, if price gets down to this area right at market open, I will not take the trade. It's just something I do. I won't do that. So just FYI purposes. So hopefully it gets down there prior to, and we'll kind of keep a close watch on it. So if you joined us this morning, just let us know you're here, please, and then just so we kind of know who's here, and I would sure do appreciate that. But again, hope everybody had a great weekend, a great safe weekend, and we look forward to a good positive week of trading and a good safe week of life, so to speak, you know. So anyway, so we'll just be patient, kind of wait. I like all the support there that this price should give us. Right there at 29 and a half, actually, it's pretty strong. Obviously, you can see all that sideways right there, which was resistance, has now been broken to become support, right? So basic fundamentals of the market. Basic fundamentals is what we're looking for here. I actually can draw some, go ahead and type in some tools of the trade stuff here. I guess I can do that while we're kind of slow this morning, waiting for an opportunity to show up. So let me go ahead and type that in. Tools of the trade. Alright. So here we go. First one will be what, guys? Price action. Price action. Second will be volume. Alright. Volume. Third will be supply. Support and resistance. Alright, yep, but definitely money one in there. Alright. Fourth will be supply and demand. Come on, Brian. Supply and demand. Fifth one will be a little bit of order flow, which alright. So there's the good old tools of the trade this morning. So you kind of see those, kind of keep those on there as a visual and as a reminder of what we kind of look for. Not necessarily in that order per se. It kind of just depends on how they present themselves, but I definitely want to come down. They all have to be in play. That's all. So definitely want to look for opportunities in that area. For those, when trades come into our area, we want to make sure price action, volume, support and resistance, supply and demand, and order flow are there. Hey, good morning, Mr. Thomas Skinner. How are you? Hope all's well. Appreciate you letting me know you're here. That's great. Thank you. Soto and Mitchell will be joining us here in a few, and get the entertainment back into the group here. So, but for right now, it's kind of hit to hear me kind of drone on, but sure appreciate you being here, man. Very much so. Thank you. And like I said, we had one trade this morning. Here you can see in the zone, just took one ticket profit because I didn't like how the big buyers wasn't pushing price. It was kind of being hesitant, so they were getting stuck in that area, and it kind of shows it right now. So we took one ticket profit real quick and got out of it. So it looks, in hindsight, it looks like I should have held the trade, but everything looks different in hindsight, right? So but that's all right. I was happy with the decision I made. So we got one ticket profit. I think Soto's taking a trade this morning, got a point for the challenge, so he'll post that here pretty soon when he joins in, but I think he had a little bit of business to take care of. But yeah, man, no worries, right? No worries. So I appreciate it. But anyway, so we got a zone drawn up, as you can see. I got an order sitting there to the long side, right at 88 and a quarter. We got volume low, support and resistance, supply and demand's all there. So I'll just have to kind of wait for the last few minutes of here, and that'll be the order flow, and then into that area to make sure. I know we have a lot of big buyers right there, starting at 29.98 and a quarter, all the way down to 29.97 and three quarters. There's a lot of buyers right through there, so should be able to find some support there for a good little bounce here. So we'll see if price wants to get down in there. We'll watch volume, and then but again, if I get into that air blue zone there and it's right at the open, I will not take that trade. So I don't like to do it right at the open. I'll do it, a few minutes prior to if it gives us the opportunity, but won't take the trade right at the open. All right. Had a great trade opportunity this morning here in that 6 to 8 o'clock hour time frame. I kind of tell everybody there's usually an easy point there if you want to get up and do that, and I just didn't do that, and I drew it up on the chart a little bit earlier. but it was right here at 640. I'll draw it real quick so you can kind of see it. This was the ideal trade setup this morning. That would have happened. You would have been in this price right here to the long side and got an easy point right around 720 this morning. So I'll just draw that up real fast just so you can see what I'm talking about there. But I won't keep it on there just for the fact that we didn't take the trade. But just kind of I always like to show that 6 to 8 o'clock in the morning time frame opportunity, because it happens quite often. So that's it. So let me remove that. All right, so let's look at price. We're kind of coming back into this area right here, so I want to watch this for a second. Definitely got good rejection out of that, so we could definitely draw a zone. Not really, we could, but it's actually a third entry into this area right here. I think it's going to get some rejection, but probably not going to take it, to be honest with you. Because we already price entered into that zone twice from an hourly chart there. So probably not going to take it, even though volume is very low. You got resistance there. It'll be the third entry into that zone, and so probably not going to take it because of that. So I don't like if you've been around very long at all, you know I do not like third entries. First and seconds. First is the absolute ideal entry. It's the highest probability entry. Second is still very high probability if you get in the right price, but third, just opportunity goes down, and I just don't like it. You know, so for the most part, it could be kind of a rough time. So I don't normally like to trade third entries, and I usually won't for the channel here for sure, because it's a higher risk trade. All right, so you in this morning? All right. Let me see here. All right, so I got you back in. So
all right.
All right. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, bud. How you doing?
Doing well. All right. I trust you had a great weekend. You know, I know Florida won. That's your team, so I'm sure you're happy about that.
That's right. Go Gators. And congrats on the Alabama team over there winning.
I
You guys did great.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We did all right. We held through, so that was good. So you said you already took a trade up this morning. Go ahead.
I did. Yeah. It looks like I was just looking at your chart. I think we took, if not the same trade, very close.
Okay.
I emailed it to you, and I put it on the Discord thing.
All right, cool.
Here. Let me get that going. But I went in at 300, 0.75, 0.75. Went long.
You went long.
I went long.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay.
And what happened is, I was thinking after that big push, because we're in a 1 hour supply zone, and they broke through it, but they came back. They just went, a couple of ticks outside the zone. What I thought they were doing is, I thought they were coming back to go long. Now, thankfully, I got enough ticks to get my point.
Yeah.
But they, as you can see, they turned around. But they're bouncing off right here, so I don't know what's going on right now, but that was my entry there.
Okay, all right. That's all right then. Yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting. I was telling everybody, I don't like this third entry into this. This is a third entry for me into the zone, and I won't take it because of that. So, just the way I am, I don't like third entries, so I'll hold off on it. But so that's good. You got your. Let me look at the Discord real quick. Kind of see your chart there.
Yep, pulling it up right now. Hold on.
Awesome, Alan. Cool. Alan just joined our Discord. That's cool. Good to see Alan.
Yeah.
Flashlight. Hey, what's up, Flash? Good morning. Good morning.
Hey. Classic Flash.
I love it. Yeah. What a great. I wish I had that nickname. I love it. So let's see here. Let's check out your Discord chart here for your point. Yep. All right.
Good morning, Thomas. Good to see you again.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Did you see the chart?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you took a long based off of price coming back into the area that was pushed through then.
Correct. Yeah. You see the blue, the big wide blue area? That's the supply, the 1 hour supply demand zone, and then the yellow is a 5 minute supply demand zone within the 1 hour zone there. And so what I thought they were going to do is I thought they were going to come back, fill up to continue to go long. And again, thankfully I got enough ticks to get my point. They came back, and obviously you can see I majority of my exit was at one point, and I locked in a tick profit, and then the rest of my trades, contracts came out at a tick profit.
Yeah, good. Okay, nice, good job. Well,
And
that's the trade for the channel. So good job there. We can mark that up as a winner. So we'll go through that on the channel here at the end of the day when we do our 11 o'clock recap. We'll push that chart there to prove that. Again, I'm just not making up winners and losers. They're being taken by you and Mitchell, and a winner and the losers will be shown either way. So good job there. So I can post that chart at 11. Nice job. I just got out of Discord. I just killed that by accident. Cool. So yeah. So guys, if you're new, you can if you're checking, we've got a Discord channel going as well. So you can it's under Titan Futures there, so you can always join that anytime you'd like. I've got a Discord link at the top here of the chart on my live chat. Hey Soto, on my live chat, can you see all the videos and everything on the chat?
I see the links. Correct. Yeah, I see.
Okay, I just need to make sure because I had to restart the chat, so I wanted to make sure they were still there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, so that link to Discord's there, and you can, if according to Origin, he's our kind of Discord guy here. He kind of told us that I can post a link in the chat, and you can watch it just for today, and whatever happened there just for the day. But if you want to go to actual Discord, you can open up a free account there, and you can actually join the server, and you can always see it for all the days past as well. So. So just so you're aware of that, if you choose to do that, you can check that out also. That gives everybody a chance to post their own charts, So I saw where Alan just joined, and I'd fully expect him, if you would like to, anyway, I shouldn't say that. If you'd like to, Alan, I'd love for you to throw some of your charts on there with your fibs and stuff, since you're kind of our fib expert here. I would love to see, well, everybody, Thomas, Flash, everybody, I know Origin to throw some on. He's already thrown a couple on, and I'd love for everybody to throw their charts into that Discord down there, and kind of just get to see everybody else's charts, man. I like that. I'm a kind of a student of the market, so to speak, so I like to see everybody's perspective and personality on their charts, and kind of see that, and I enjoy doing that. So. Because like I've said all along, man, there's lots of different ways to make money in the market. You just have to be consistent with whatever you decide to go with. And you can become good at doing that. So, anyway. There we go. There we go.
Where's the, I see you have the zone up there. Where is that from?
It's a little bit different zone that I haven't taught you yet. And then I'll put it in there. So I should probably remove that, I guess, since I just said that.
Great. So you're telling me there's things I don't know.
There are things you don't know yet. Yes, sir.
Kidding, I know.
Yeah, so I'll remove that.
Because, I was trying to find... Now, I saw one big area where they... the bounce stuff at, but it was just too wide, so I didn't draw it up. Like you can see my chart, I got a lot of stuff drawn up. I just don't have that.
Sure. Yeah, I noticed you have a lot of stuff drawn up there, which is cool. So let me go see. Let me go pull up an hourly chart here and see if we can draw some zones. definitely a lot of zones up here to the top we could be drawing. Man.
Yeah, I think I picked. If you look at my chart, or I can say the price, I got one that goes from 3 to 5, so 3,003 to 3,005.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then I got my blue lines as my little potential entry points where there's support and resistance within that area.
Uh-huh.
And so I was kind of, again, I was a little surprised we broke through this. Technically, I don't think we broke it, I guess. But I'm surprised we went into this 1 hour supply zone and we didn't get a rejection right away. So that's why I thought they were going to go long.
Right.
Here. And unfortunately, even though volume is, everything's kind of lining up, there's just too much stuff going on, I think. And where I don't know where I can take a trade, they can easily go to the zone right below it or above it. So it's not a nice, beautiful trade, but it's very obvious trade. So, even though they've been respecting the areas I have marked up.
Okay. Yeah, well, we know it's a Monday morning. We know things are going to be kind of slow and kind of funky usually, so we'll just have to be patient and wait and see what we let it present itself, a good trade. We don't have to jump on every trade, right? So we'll just kind of wait for that to kind of present itself there.
I do have a question that I think will be beneficial, not just to me, but I think to the group. Just let me know when you're ready. I know you're doing something. So this weekend I was doing a lot of practicing supply and demand zone charting, getting some stuff together for Mitch. And so I was looking at a lot of charts and drawing up a lot of supply and demand zones and hidden zones. And in the past, you said something I thought was really interesting, but I kind of never follow up with that. And then here's the question: let me state your statement, and then I will ask the question. Is you said that not all supply and demand zones are equal. My question is, how do we determine which one is a better supply and demand zone than another one?
Yeah, I mean, and you actually already know that answer. It's just I just didn't explain it further. But when I say that, there's the market open, and look at it bounce right out of that zone I had drawn. But I said I don't don't take that. That's what I said earlier. I don't take that trade during the open, even though price gets down in there. I don't take that trade. So because of that. But anyway, it bounced out of there nicely. But yeah, as far as to answer your question, all I mean by that is how pretty the picture is. So it's a simple answer, meaning that we have a bunch of hidden zones, right? Supply and demand. But when you go back to our supply and demand videos and things, and what we say in there in our supply and demand, if it just looks picture perfect, it's a very, very strong zone, right? Well, it's no different than that on hidden zones, so. I want price to really push out of a bottom and push out really quickly and break the previous swing low, to give us that. Now it's going to be a lot stronger position than one that does not do that. That's all I mean. Okay, so it's nothing, no crazy answer, no hidden secret sauce answer or anything like that. It's just the fact that if you take our rules and what creates supply and demand zones, the ones that really break through the bottom quickly out of a good push, or the top out of a good push, those ones are much stronger than ones that kind of meander. Even though those still work sometimes, the ones that kind of go sideways first and then move, they're still good zones. But the ones that are really stronger and better zones are the ones that do everything we want it to do immediately, meaning price pushing out of areas really, really quickly, breaking previous swing highs and lows with authority, and creating the zone for us there. Those are the ones that are more powerful, okay, and are more stronger to hold and give us another opportunity out of them. So that's all I mean. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
yeah.
it's not.
Good.
I mean, yeah, it's
Good.
like I said. I keep things simple, man. I don't. Things don't have to be difficult,
Right.
right?
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, that's good. I remember you saying that because when I was practice going over the charts this weekend, reviewing them, I realized, we had some. Now, of course, this was not live, so I couldn't see how well price rejected out of the zone. But I did notice that some were a lot stronger than others just because of the number of times they came back to it and
yeah,
then respected it.
yeah,
Like all day, just respect, break through it, come back, respect it, multiple times. So
sure.
I was just curious.
Yep, that's a simple answer. Yeah, man, no worries. Thanks for asking the question. That was a good question because a lot of people might not understand and might be looking for more than what it really is. That's just how
Right.
our human mind tends to work. We tend to overcomplicate things, and it's the struggle to keep things simple because it works. That is a struggle. Whether people realize it or not, we want to believe things can't be that simple. And when they really are. So. How's Big Mitch doing, man? I had spoke to him in a couple weeks. Doing all right?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's staying in shape, working out,
Yeah,
having a
good.
little fun. Yeah, but he's having a good time. He's having a good time. It's okay.
Good, good, good.
Um,
Excellent. When was Mitchell coming back from China? When was he planning on
you
being back?
know, I thought about that yesterday. I have no idea. I know he probably told us, and I know he told me probably numerous times, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you take a trade out of this supply zone by any chance?
are you talking about me?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't. I haven't taken a trade
Okay.
yet.
Good. Yeah.
Or then after the morning. Yeah, I have that the 835 zone lined up,
All right.
and if you were to look at my chart, there's three zones there. There's the 1 hour zone that overlaps the 5 minute zone, and then overlaps this new 835 zone. So I think it's a very strong area.
All right.
But like you said, it was at the open, and man, you know how that is. It can easily gone down
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the other zone down there at 755. So
Right.
I'm just gonna be patient and wait here.
Okay. I would look from an hourly. We have an hourly here at 8 o'clock on an hourly chart. We have the zone. That's what I have on my chart. That starts at really starts at 96.75. And we've got the value area high on this turquoise zone on 97.25. So I would look to trade out of that right there. Right at 96.75. I would look to take it, maybe even front run that, to be quite honest. So I might watch that as price gets down to there to put in an order around 97 even. So long side. So we'll kind of watch when it gets down into that area. But it's bouncing. It's respecting our zone right now, which we knew it would because of all that support there. Starting at 805, that was resistance that broke through those 5 or 6 candles there, 5-minute candles. So it's still showing strong support there. So we'll just kind of wait to see if it wants to break down through that. But not taking a trade right here yet, even though it's bouncing nicely. But it just wasn't ideal for me at that point. So didn't take the trade yet. But this thing can push up nicely into our zone that we have up top, so it looks like it's doing that. It's pushing pretty strong.
There it is.
So that's a push high. So I'll have an order in there at 4 even. I got a line up there off of a zone, hourly zone. It's kind of a VPOC of that hourly zone that's up there. So I would have a trade up there if it wants to get back up there. But it's rejecting pretty nice out of this zone right here right now. So hourly zone. So
I'm with you. So I think we have the same zone, and I have one of my blue lines is marked at 3 1/4, 375, 4,
Okay. Yeah.
and 450.
Okay.
So I'm
Good.
with you at 4 right now.
Yeah, you're with me at 4. So we'll kind of watch this. I mean, price is pushing pretty strong up into that. starting to get a little bit of rejection at 303.5, from some sellers there. So we'll kind of keep watching, but this is a pretty strong pretty strong push up. So I we got to watch it carefully here. But I like the rejection. It's just
Yeah.
I've got to watch it here.
We had a good rejection there at a quarter, and now it's bouncing up to 0.75.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bouncing up those resistance up there, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'm just one tick. Like I said, I'm at 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, I mean, I got a line there at 4. I just hadn't put the trade in yet. But yeah, I'd like to see this candle close out of here. Or I could come on back up. I'd be okay. I guess it comes back up here with volume and goes a couple ticks higher, then continues to reject. I'd be all right with that. So we'll watch and see if it wants to do that.
The other cool thing about having this cord
Yeah.
is you can see where I had that zone and those blue lines already filled out, and you can see how they bounce right off those areas.
Cool.
So, like you said, people can see that we have this, before it takes place, not afterwards.
Right.
All right. So, question here: we got a nice rejection wave here.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you can pick? Which one would you prefer? You prefer a long rejection wave like here to still take a trade of 4, or do you like a smaller rejection wave closer to the price to take the trade of 4? So you can pick between those two. Which one's better and why?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't think either one of them is better than the other, to be honest, because they both present opportunities just depending on price action. But because a lot of times you'll see a long rejection wick like this, then the next candle will go in and one or two ticks above it and then reject out of there and move to the downside. But then I also like a full body candle with a little bit of rejection to get the next candle to be this kind of a wick on the very next candle. So it really comes down to I don't have preference either way. It really just comes down to price action during that time. Because there's not a set pattern that's going to happen every time, that when you get a big rejection wick like this, that price is going to come in one ticket and then reject for good. We don't know that, so I can't answer that question honestly, because I don't know. It has to be something that volume tells you at the last minute in order flow for that. So I'm not going to lock myself into either way. One has to be right, the other one doesn't. That just really comes down to that's real time order flow and price action when it comes to that spot right there.
Okay. Yeah, that's good, because and the reason I asked, I misunderstood your comments, but I see what you're saying now. Because in the past you're like, oh, I want a stronger rejection, and then sometimes you won't say, but so I was taking it. I guess I took it wrong, so that's good that you said that, because like you said, I've noticed in this scenario, I don't know the percentage, but I've noticed a good number where the next candle, like this current candle right here, won't go as high. It will go a couple of ticks below the wick high of the previous candle before it goes south. But at the same time, like you said, it could easily go up, 3 or 4 ticks above it, and before it goes the other way. So
yeah, I mean, exactly. So if you look at an hour, you put a perfect example. Look at an hourly chart. You got an hourly chart pulled up?
I can. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up real quick and go to not yesterday. Don't go to yesterday's price. Go to the 17th. You see that on go to the 17th. Just a couple days ago. Look at the 6 o'clock candle, and then look at the 7 o'clock candle. So you have a big rejection at 6 o'clock,
Yep.
right? And then the 7 o'clock goes one tick above it, 1 to 2 ticks above it, and then another big rejection, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you then go to the 10 o'clock candle the same day, and then go to the 11 o'clock candle. It's more of a full body candle with just a little bit of rejection, and yet then comes in at 11 o'clock, 1 ticks above it, and then creates a big full body push down. So if you look at that picture, you kind of see, well, okay, I can't always just say it's going to be a big rejection. It's going to create the double top or the 1 tick out of it rejection. I can't say that 100%. That's all I'm saying. You know, you got to be able to kind of move in real time with price. You know, I mean, it could give you so many different patterns. You just kind of have to look at price action and look in that area and find out, okay, if price is going to reject, where should it reject, and why is it going to reject there? You know, what tells me it's going to reject there versus just being what I want it to do. You know, so that's all I'm saying. Just look at those examples there, and you can see both of those big moves down, just 1 ticked up on the 1 tick the previous big move, big wick, and then dropped. You know, so I can't really say either way, if that makes sense to you. I just kind of have to watch it here.
Yeah,
I wish I had a good answer for you as far as telling you what's going to happen every time, but
yeah.
fortunately, I don't.
Yeah, and this is again, look at the, I'm back to the 5-minute candles.
Yeah.
Look at here, it didn't even get into the zone here, or my zone. It looks like it got into your zone.
Yeah, it got 1 tick into my zone. Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't get into my zone, so maybe I had the wrong zone, but
no.
anyways, it's a little. It didn't even get to the, near the wick high of the previous candle.
Yeah, it didn't get near the wick high. I mean, it was a good point and a tick off the wick high, but it's still respecting that zone that's been drawn at 302 1/4. We're just a little sideways, you know, so that's all it is. I'd like to just see price just kind of come back down here a little bit and gain some strength, and then look to bounce off of this zone that we have on our hourly. I'd like to see it bounce off of that around 96 3/4 area, 97. I'd like to see it to bounce and push higher. You know, that's kind of all I'm watching for right now, and we'll just see if it wants to give us that opportunity. But that's all I'm doing, just kind of waiting and watching.
Mm-hmm. I think if right now volume has not decreased, and now it just did on this candle here, I may be able to take a trade. Well, no, not based on that right now. Potentially around the 97 mark.
Yeah, absolutely. I think 97 is a good area. I think that's a good, because there's reasons to get in long from 96 1/2 all the way up, you know, to 97 1/4 1/2. You know, so that's kind of the issue. There's kind of reasons to get in between all of that. So unfortunately, this is one of those things to where you just have to feel your position, if that makes sense, to where, okay, there's a whole point range here where I think price is going to bounce out of. Where am I comfortable getting in that trade, and am I okay with missing the trade? Am I okay with losing the trade? Where's that price at for me? You know, and for me, I like 97 even. You know, I think it's kind of in between some areas. So I'm okay with hopefully price gets there and pushes me in because it wants to go a couple ticks lower or a tick lower, and then it gets me in, and I'm okay with taking a couple ticks heat. You know, not worried about it. You know, and so 97 even is kind of my area that I'm looking at right now. Like I said, it could get rejected at 97 1/2. You know, but I'm willing to wait for 97 and see if it wants to let us have an opportunity there. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is there. I mean, it's definitely an area we got to look at, right? I mean, there's lots of things that said this is the area to start looking at to get into a trade around that 97 1/2 to 96 1/2 area. Gives you good opportunity, as well as down to 95 1/2 with our zones there. You know, so. We just have to decide if that's something we want to front run or what have you. Let me draw this zone. I don't have it drawn yet. Let me go ahead and get that drawn. So I drew that zone. I think that's one you were referring to earlier at based on the 755 candle there, at 5.5 to 6.5.
Yes, correct.
So that's the zone you were just speaking of. So I got that. I've got that drawn, and I mean that's a good area. So I mean you really have 95.5 all the way up to 97.5. So you got 2 points here. But I would be okay with getting in at 7 just because I want a front row. I think it's going to bounce right off of 96.75. Pretty strong, you know. Even 96.5 there. I think it's going to bounce somewhere in there. So I'm okay with front running about 97 right here. Volume's low, so.
Yep. Here's our
order pending.
Get it deep into the zone there at the 35 candle.
Yeah.
Volume is going to be increasing in this candle. It's going to be higher. It's going to finish higher than the previous one. But we expect that. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Well, okay, not 100%, but just based on the current time and based on the climb of the volume. I'm just.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
It's not there yet.
Huh? I'm just doing advanced calculus. You know, it's variable.
Oh, okay.
F of X is 3. So yeah.
There you go. Okay, well, then that makes it more volume then.
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of estimating based on the time, based on the previous candles. So,
yeah.
You know, like I said, it could easily slow down like you just did. But.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed down. I mean, right now, I mean, I'm well short of the previous candle right now on my chart. So.
Yeah.
So we'll just see. I mean, but it's like you said, price is not going down anymore either. So we kind of watch it and see. But I mean, it's like we've talked about. It's got to push. It's got to have a little bit of strength to push through all this support right here. You know, that's going through to get to our area down here lower. It's going to probably have to increase just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Just to get down into our area here, because there's a lot of support right here, man. There's a whole lot of support in this zone that we have drawn up. I mean, it was a good entry, second entry into that, I guess you could say right there. Would have been a good second entry at 8.25 below, but I just wasn't looking for that. I was looking deeper into the zone here, down here lower.
Right.
So, yeah, so there's push right there, and volume's increasing as Soto said it would. So that's nice to see. So we'll kind of watch for price and see if it wants to give us opportunities down here.
There it is, going deeper, deeper. There it is. There it is.
That's
it.
Put me in right there.
I'm at 96.5. It didn't pick me up.
I'm at 97. It picked me up. I probably would have. I wasn't paying attention to that. I probably would have liked that to have gone a little bit faster, a little deeper in the zone there. So it bumped me. It's bumping me. Come on now, push. One more.
Target filled.
I got it. All right. Got it. Yep. So I'm in one ticket profit right now. So it's going to come back though. We know it's going to come back deeper.
Stop filled.
Yep. So I'm out. I got a point, but it's coming back deeper in our zone here. So let's find out where's a good trade out of this zone right here, right? Where's
so yeah, I've ended up closing equal to the other one. So
yeah.
All right.
So the real question is, real time, would you short right here out of this zone?
That's what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah. So if you were to short out of this zone right here, where would it be?
I think 98.5, 98.25.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like 98.25 actually. Just short out of that. So I'll put a short trade in here.
Order pending.
Yep, I'm with you there. 98.25.
So we'll watch that and see if it wants to come back or might leave us.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine. Yeah, all good. You know, got a point and a tick out of it, so we're good. So let's look for a deeper trade here down in this zone. Where's the good? Where are you going to look for if it wants to push on down here?
I think a real strong will be 95.5. 96 flat would be really strong.
Oh, I like 96 flat actually. There's buyers there as well as there's buyers at 95 and 3/4. So yeah, I like those two areas right there if we get down into this zone. If it takes us down, if it wants to get us in this trade and go short, I definitely might take profit at that right at that spot too. You know.
Yeah. So are you still in this? Are you still
Yeah, I'm
something
still
in
at
this
98.
area?
Yeah, I'm at 98 and a quarter, still going short. But if it breaks this low here, then I'm out. You know, and I'll look to go in long at 96 even.
Okay.
Order filled.
All
All
right,
right.
I'm in this trade short now, so I got to start managing this trade now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in this. I'm with you.
So I'd like to see some sellers come in here. Come on now, where you at, boys?
Stop
Yep,
filled.
I'm out. I'm out.
There we go, man.
And it got deeper. There it is. It got back up into that area right there. Dang. That's all right. No worries. So I'm gonna wait here just a little bit and get this trade here at 96 now.
I'll buy a tick.
Out by a tick.
Or like Mitchell will say, my life story.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, guys, everybody's being quiet this morning, so I know it's Monday. Hope everybody's still there.
Yeah. Probably Monday morning meetings.
Yeah. I'm seriously considering just killing it on Mondays, you know. Just not even showing up for Mondays.
Alright. I took a trade here to go short.
Yeah, you got back in? Okay.
Yeah. I went in at 99 and a quarter. Let's see if it bounces off here.
Yeah, come on, baby, bounce. 99 and a quarter. Come on. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Waiting on clear direction. All right, good job, Flash. I like it, man. That's a good decision right there.
Good.
I like that. Thank you for that, Flash. Appreciate the participation. But I think that's a good decision, man. All right, come on, baby. Come on. You got any other, where? I'm sorry, you told me, you just told me.
99 and
Quarter?
yes.
99 and a quarter. Okay, good.
Yeah. No.
I think my son just came home. I think he's got strep throat.
Wait, Little Max?
Nah, Robbie. I think my oldest son, my wife just brought him back from the doctor, so I think he's got strep. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna step away just for a second, okay?
All right, buddy. So I'm still in this trade. I'm sitting at 0.75. Let's see, it needs to break the 98 and a quarter here for me to get my point. It's bumped the 1 point, but it hasn't broken it yet. It needs to go past the 98 and a quarter mark so I can lock in my first position here. See if we get the bounce here.
All right, I'm back. There it is.
There it is.
It is, baby. I love it.
Thank you, Flash. Got my second order in. I don't have a
job,
celebration for that one yet.
You need to come up with that, man. What's up, dude? Slacking on that one now.
I know, buddy.
Nice job.
Thanks, bud. So I think we are going to bounce off this area here.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to just move my position closer
Uh-huh.
here and lock in. Yep, I'm out now. So I put it in really tight just because I want to, it's early in the week. I want to lock in as much as possible there.
Mm-hmm.
Order pending.
I got an order at 6.96, even though it's a heavy candle.
Order filled.
I'm going to look for this quick bounce here. Yeah, I'm in, so I'm going to look for a quick bounce, even though it's a long candle. It might end up killing me, but there's some buyers there, but see if they're strong enough to push price back up.
Yep, I also jumped in with you.
At 6?
I'm at 6 and a quarter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to get taken out. It's going to push through
Yeah,
here.
it's going to be a tough one here. Yeah, I meant to go to 6, went a little too high.
Yeah, well, all right, catch bounce.
Okay.
Come on, boys. They're trying to buy it back up, but there's a lot of selling pressure. Dang, there's a lot of selling pressure.
Yeah.
But they're trying to absorb it, but it's not looking good right now. I need big boys come in. Big boys, come on in now. Come on. Come on. There's one
Target
point. There it
filled.
is. Excellent. Alright, got my first one.
Good one.
One tick in the profit. You should be right there right now, aren't you? No, you're 3/4 right now.
0.75.
Yeah. There you go. Come on. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. It gave
Yeah,
it to me.
perfect.
Good job.
There we go. Yeah, let me,
Awesome. Oh, awesome. So hopefully we get some.
There you
Hopefully
go.
we got some long direction right here. So hopefully this is something to give us a good long trade on right here. Let's see.
yep. And this one I'm going to leave open. So, if it takes me out, no big deal. I'll take a profit
Yeah. Same here.
for the rest of my contract.
Yep. Same here. Hopefully
Let's
this thing can
go.
push.
It's coming into my second exit here at 2 points, one tick away.
Uh huh.
Let's see if it gets. And it didn't take me out yet. Come on. Tick. Gosh, come on.
I'm gonna go ahead and lock in another point since I took that loss.
Okay. Yeah, bounced right off at 98 and a quarter. Didn't pass it. I needed to pass 98 and a quarter to get my remaining, or my second exit.
Gotcha. Well, I moved my stop up to 97 1/4, and it could take me out, but that's what I need a full point here to kind of recover from that loss. So get back to profit.
Stop
Yeah.
filled.
So I'm out, but that's still good though. I still net out because I went ahead and locked into that second position. I locked up good profit, so that's good. I locked up 2 full points of profit. That's good.
Yep. I just got my second position at 2 points.
Uh huh.
So, nice. Let's see. Let's hope that this is the runner here.
Yeah, I think this might be the runner. I mean, this is a good area to base out of for a good run to the long side here. So, I think this is a good spot to get a direction to the long side. Hopefully, we're still kind of in some sideways action, but we're hoping it kind of bases out of here and gives us the long entry, which that might have been it. So you got your runner though, right? You still got your third position.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I got 3 exits.
Yeah.
The first exit is at 1 point. My second exit is at 2 points profit. And then on the third is, like 1,000 points. It's I'll manually do that one. I will move my stop loss has, like we talked about, depending on where I am in the week. Like today, I took a loss, but I already made that up, and I'm in the profit for the day. I'm doing really good for the day, so I don't need to necessarily close this right now. If it comes back and the remaining contract takes me out of the take profit, I'm still making money, no big deal. But if this is the runner, this will be a good one to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice job.
But again, the reason the other one I closed early, I locked in those points is because I needed to lock in as much as possible because it's early in the week and I took a loss.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be sure I end up stronger than I started. So.
Good for you, man. Good job. I like you talking through your money management there. That's very good for people to understand what you're doing and why your mentality is for taking early on in the week, taking much profit as possible. I think that's very wise. So good job there. That's good money management. It's good that you're talking through it and making people understand why they're doing it, why you're doing it. So good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was good. I like your precision better at 96, but I went to click and I clicked just a hair higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a little scary. A little scary, yeah. That was right to the end there. But
Yeah.
let's maybe taking me out here. Let's see. It's coming back towards us. Let's see if it takes us out here.
A lot of sellers coming in there.
Yeah. We also got a little zone down there at, what do you think about the 725 zone?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a zone. It's all inside of this 1 hour zone. So, I mean, I think it'd be our second entry into this 1 hour zone, really, It would be your real second entry into that. If price were to get down in there, that would be the place to take the trade. So we'll definitely watch it as it wants to get down into there and look to get in at 4.5. But I'm gonna watch it for a few minutes and see. Just took your second position out.
Yeah.
Or your third
Just took
position?
my third position.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's bouncing off really good of the zone that I have up there. Let me put this up. I'm going to put this on the Discord thing here real quick.
And I'll draw it here on the chart because I know the zone you're talking about. I just hadn't drawn it. So he's referring to this.
But again, like
here
I said,
at
it's
45 probably. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
let's
referring to? Or
see.
no? What candle you
I
drawing?
have to look. Oh, that one is from. Hold on. No, that's where's that from? I'll tell you in a minute. That's from 8:55 on
Oh, come on.
8:55 from let's see, October 18th.
You're talking about from an hourly or 5 minute?
5 minutes.
At 8:55, what's the price range?
It starts at 98 to 99.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah. All right. All right, so let's see if price wants to get down into this area. Where's the trade at? Or where am I comfortable making a trade, I should say. Got some buyers right here at 94.25. Buyers at 94.75. B-pocket 4.5. What's that like down here? Yeah, I'd go in at 4.5 here for
Order
a
pending.
long here. Watching price though, watching volume, watching price. It's kind of heavy. See if we can get some buyers coming in right here, or if it's going to push through to some sellers. So it looks like there's some buyers right there, which we knew at 94.75 there were, but are they enough to It bumped me at 94.5. Volume's low. We're in that second
Yep.
zone. It's bouncing out of that zone.
Yep. I'm almost there with the 94.5. It bounced off, but then it picks up.
Yeah.
We have volume slightly increased for the last two candles. Slightly increasing, so we had to go a little deeper. That's why I don't think we could have front run it like I typically would have.
I agree.
So,
yeah, the bounce is
but
nicely
it's
out
working.
there.
Of course, that's bounces with that. It's going to take off 100 points lower.
That's all right. At least we could say we were in the right area. We just didn't have the right position.
Right, that's right. Absolutely.
I'd rather be in the right area and just not have the right position more often than not. At least I know I'm getting most of it right. You know, I just got to fine tune my entries. You know.
Right.
But yeah, what a great bounce out of that area right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the trade at this point. It's moved away too hard.
Order canceled.
Rejection was bounced right at us on 4.5. It just didn't. We weren't in early enough in the order flow. In the order book, I guess, to get pulled in. So we needed it to go a tick into us to get us, and it didn't do that. So that's okay. No worries, right? Nice trade here. A nice zone was drawn. I just missed the quick entry. That's all. Hey Flash, do you have a position yet? Do you feel like you got a direction for the day yet, or are you just kind of still being patient? Which is good either way. I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah, still waiting.
So,
that's good patience, man. I like that. It's good patience. I like that.
So was it was that set there?
What's that?
That was Robbie who came in?
Yeah, I just confirmed he's got strep throat. It's gonna be out for school for 2 days, and he's just not feeling good. He's got a 101, 102 temperature. Well, I think it's 102 temp, and just not feeling good. You know.
Yeah.
So he's out for a couple days. He's got confirmed strep. So Rachel's getting him some antibiotic now, and then see if he can get any better. Thomas, you still with us, Thomas? Let's see, interesting. Who else here? I wonder where Paul's at this morning. He's usually here this morning.
Yeah, I just texted him. He didn't respond yet. So what's that, Monday? He may be working. You know, he likes to work on Corvettes, so he may be working on.
Is he working on his car?
It could be. Yeah, he loves Corvettes.
Yeah, I like Corvettes too.
Yeah. I'll try it out here. A little deeper. Are you playing basketball?
No.
Looks like you're bouncing something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just playing with my poker chips here. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's right. Right. You know, some of us eat apples and some of us eat poke. Like.
Put those away there since we're not going to be through that loud. Oh man.
I got to talk to FaceTime a little nephew yesterday.
Nice. Yeah. How did that go?
Oh, great. He's so funny. It's like the hat thing. I die every time because I always wear the Boston Red Sox hat. You know, the championship team.
Oh god. Yeah, that's one fault I have against you, but that's all right. Go ahead.
And dude, he would look at it and he would say like in Spanish, he would say "Goran," And I'm like, what? He's like, go to. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's my hat, buddy. He starts looking around, and he starts like calling people over, like, hey, you see my hat? Like, like a 2-year-old, like, hey, you know where the hat is?
Yeah, where's
Look
my
at the
guy?
hat. Oh, it's fun.
That is funny, yeah. That's cool. How's the family doing all right?
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Thanks.
That's good.
I only talked to Lil Preston.
Yeah, little Preston. That's good. That's an important one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, man.
It's so tempted to trade out of this area here, but the problem is you just don't know where. I mean, look at the last 3 candles, or sorry, before the last candle.
Uh-huh.
They went so high up there to the 99.5 mark, because there's sun up there. And then this last candle just went to the very bottom of the sun of the 835. So I gotta take this call real quick.
All right, no worries. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. So we're just patient now. We've had 3 trades this morning and a couple winners and a loser there. So we're just going to be patient. We're up a couple points net profit. So we're just going to be wait and kind of see if we get a little bit of opportunity a little bit later on. Let's get out of this area here. I think this is a good area to be about to go long, but we're just going to be patient and wait and see. We missed a great opportunity, a great entry. It bumped up against us down here at the bottom at 84.5. And but as you know what, it's gone at this point, so it looks good right now. I wish we could have got into that. It had a nice little running going right here, but that's okay. No worries. We just missed it, but I think it'll push out of this area here, and let's get out of this area and get through the highs here and get some direction to the long side or the short side. Either way, I'm okay with going either way here, but I'm kind of like Flash right now. I'm just gonna wait for positions for trades at this point. So we'll do what Flash is saying to do right here and just be patient and wait. So I have no worry, no problem with that. So,
and Flash is sorry if I'm mistaken, but Flash is the one that said that he's new to this.
I think he's been trading, if I remember correctly, for about 10 years or so. 10 or 11 years.
Flash. Okay.
If I remember correctly. I mean, Flash, you let us know. Are you brand new, or are you been trading for a while? Either way is fine. No worries. We just kind of like to have an idea. And
I just kind of remember because if he's new, I think it's very impressive how patient he's been.
Yeah.
And if he's done it for 10 years, then good job, because I guess that's expected. If you're a good trader, so that's good.
So he's been trading for 10 or 11 years. That's what Flash has been. He's just, I'm pretty sure
Right.
he told me that a week ago.
So yeah, it must have been, I forgot who it was. Somebody said they were new. I can't remember who it was now.
I know LJ's new.
Old LJ, yeah.
I'm not sure how long Thomas has been. He might have told us. I just don't remember. Paul, we know Paul's new, and then we know Alan's been trading for 27 years, so he's got 7 years on me now, or 6 years on me, and so that's what I think's cool, though, man. We got guys brand new to trading, and guys have been trading for a long time, and that's what's cool. Everybody brings some expertise into this, and I think Origin's been trading for quite a while himself too. So I think good level of experience to new traders to experienced to veteran traders, which is great. So a lot of knowledge, and this just in a few people that we have so far that have subscribed that are kind of hanging around for a little while. There's a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience in just those 4 or 5 guys, which I think is very cool. You get a lot of wisdom in that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're just gonna be patient and hang out and wait, man, and see. Made some good trades. Soto made a good winning trade for the very first trade this morning, which is good for the channel. So we'll show that here in just a few minutes, in about 45 minutes, when we do a walk down. We'll kind of walk through. We'll kind of show that, but for right now, we're just hanging out. We're being patient, waiting for some direction out of this area. So did you post your charts on Discord already?
I did. I just posted to the first point, and then the second that has all the trades I've made. I lost one time there at the was it at the 955 candle?
Yeah, we got stuck there for a tick. Yeah, and then you got back in though at a little bit higher, which is got a nice trade out of that.
Yeah.
Nice job.
All right, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was telling Mitch, actually both Mitch and Mitch, you know, this is easier when once you're out of the the beginning. The beginning, I think, is challenging. When you start with $1,000, you have the a loss kind of seems to me a bigger deal because you have a tighter. I guess some people may say the opposite. I guess I'm the opposite, but to me is when you start with at the beginning it's a little difficult to lose, because you're kind of backed up against the wall. But once you get going, and for me, I felt more comfortable once I broke the multiple contracts. Losing didn't become a big deal anymore. I was okay with losing because I'm not against the wall. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
So, like today, I lost, and I think in the past that would have bothered me more, right? Even though I believe I did everything right, just unfortunately, we lost by a tick or two. But I was able to have the confidence to go right back in because I believed it was going to bounce off, and it did. And we got our point, and I made several trades after that. So, but I just remember at the beginning I was a little more hesitant to do that.
Yeah, and that's good. That's just showing us confidence in the method, and you've seen this happen over and over where our areas are all that is you're very confident in the areas that we say are trade opportunities, and it's just a matter of fine-tuning the entries, right? So we put a good entry there, but we also knew looking at it that it could possibly go up to the higher area, which it did. So you re-entered right there because that showed a second level of resistance that would get a bounce out of. So because our method says that's another area of resistance, and then so you just made the good trade based on maturity, and experience, and just getting started. You don't have that, right? So, but you're exactly right. I concur completely with all the statement you just made. It's a lot easier once you've kind of built your contracts up a little bit, and you got to have some areas when you get into a trade that was a good trade, but it just we were just wrong at price, and that's okay, not a big deal. But you have the maturity to stay into focus into another opportunity instead of getting all flustered by the loss. You're giving yourself saying, okay, I made a good trade for these reasons, so my psyche's okay for the fact that I made a good trade for a good reason. It just I happened to be at the wrong price, so now I need to look. This area is good. I just need to look for where price is going to turn around, where the better entry's at, and and you're doing that. So that's the reason you're being so successful, I think. And growing that account so significantly is because of that. And so I agree 100%, man.
Yeah. It's funny because that translates not just in trading, but I think in everything else in sports. You see it a lot. You got a kicker or a quarterback coming in. They didn't have a good start, but I think those successful quarterbacks are the ones that can forget, the last play, the last interception, and start fresh in a way. Be confident in what they know. So.
Absolutely, it's going to be. You get it to where it becomes a fluke and not the norm when you do something, when you make a loss, and that's kind of I equate that to golf, because I'm a big golfer, and you have to have a very quick, short memory. You make a bad swing, and hit a bad shot. Well, that's okay, but you got to think about all the 50 other great shots you hit right before that, and just understand that's going to happen every once in a while, and just recover from it. No big deal, Have a short memory. So
that is a great example. That's good. That's really good. It just unfortunately for me, golf is a little different. I'm like the opposite of you. So when I get a good shot, it's out of the norm, right? Like, oh, it went straight. Nice.
That'll come through the more you play. You know that.
Yeah.
You're good athlete. You'll get it.
Yeah, my coach, I will never forget. He said, "You're the best student I've ever had," and I was so proud. I was like, "Oh, great! I can't believe that." Because he's coached college and all that. He's like, "No. I didn't say you were the best player, the best student, because you improved dramatically."
Hey, well, there's a lot to be said for that now. Come on.
Yeah. He said you were so bad you weren't even playing golf. You were just holding a stick, trying to hit some type of ball. It was so funny. Yeah.
That's good. All right. Well, we're potentially building a block here for a zone, another zone right here, a hidden zone. Got to wait for this at 10:20. We've got to wait for this candle to close and hopefully close higher with a little bit of strength, and we can say, there's a good chance that we build on this this foundation to go long here.
Yep.
We got that zone. Remember, still we got all that support right there at 835. Remember that zone that's been pushing through and bouncing out of.
Yep.
You can kind of continue to move that to the right here, and with this new area now that will probably be formed, you have a lot of strength right there at 1020. So we'll see. That might be, depending on how this candle closes. We still got a minute and a half, but that could be building a foundation for a continued long position here. So we'll just watch and see.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta make a quick log in.
Yeah. All right. I see Origin in our Discord here. At least he's online. I don't know if he's in the chat or on the channel in the background, but I hope you're doing well, man. If you're there. So let's see here. All right, guys, just being patient. Letting this thing build and see if it wants to give us an opportunity again here. But we want to get out of this area, or we can. Depending on this candle closing, we might reevaluate and look for a basing opportunity here, but we'll be patient here and see what this candle in the next couple of candles wants to do here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Anyway, some good college football. If you're a football fan, happened this past weekend, which was good. Got some good ones next weekend. So. It's always fun, but hopefully we have a good week this week trading and just life in general. But hope everybody had a great weekend. Flash, if you don't mind me, since we got just some downtime, we're kind of waiting here. Flash, do you mind telling me what part of the country you live in? Or you're in the area? Do you mind telling me? If you don't, that's okay. No worries. But kind of like to have an idea of where people are checking in from. Thomas, same way.
All right, I'm back.
Soto's Orlando, Florida. Hey, man, I love some Orlando, man. Gosh.
Oh, man. I drive. Am I right?
Huh?
I drive. Am I right?
Man, yeah, iDrive's awesome. I don't really, it's too crowded for me on iDrive, man.
Yeah,
it's just too crowded for me on iDrive. There's just too many of us tourists on iDrive. I like getting them outside just a little bit, and I like the Reunion area, I like Champions Gate area down there because I like to play golf, but because we do all the Disney parks a lot quite often, so we love it there. I mean, I've thought to move there a couple times. I live on the outskirts a little bit, and I just like it that much there. But
where's Celebration at? Is that near Kissimmee?
Yeah, Celebration's right there, right at Kissimmee. if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure.
I remember taking a tour of the hospital there,
Uh-huh.
and there was, of course, no patients, right? So, for some reason. And the
Was it
and
brand new?
yeah, it must have been brand new, but one of my friends was a radiologist there, and it was interesting. The rooms were laid out like beach, like a beach, so that the table for the patient or where they lay down was like a lawn chair, like a beach, like if you're at a beach. And they had soundtrack in the room of waves.
Nice. I think that's
Yeah,
cool.
it was pretty cool. Yeah. It was like it didn't seem real. I was like, what is this? Then from a movie or something.
Well, that's cool. I mean, at least you don't have the same white-walled, mundane, hospital. At least you got some color and some a little bit different atmosphere. It's a little more pleasant, I bet.
Yeah.
That's cool though, man. I like Orlando, man. I do. I like Orlando a lot. So.
Except the traffic.
Huh?
Except the traffic.
Yeah, traffic's not fun, but I'm only there for tourist spurt reasons. But so I understand the traffic. But as a local there, I imagine Flash could tell you, but I'm sure as a local there, it's got to be frustrating because that's the number one travel destination in the world is Orlando because of Disney parks, from all over the world. So that's got to be like that year round, I'd imagine, So I don't know if I could handle that year round living in Orlando. I feel like I'd have to be outside of Orlando if I lived there, but I like the location, both the East Coast and West Coast there, and all that's around there. Especially if you like golf, it's a great area to play golf. A lot of golf courses around there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like going to Miami, except for the traffic, but Miami's a lot of fun.
Like South Beach or what?
Yeah, just in general, South Beach, walking down and all the restaurants there.
Yeah. I like South Beach. I've been there a few times.
And being Hispanic, BK.
I thought you were Costa Rican.
Yeah, Costa Rica are Hispanics.
I know that.
We're
I'd call you a
Latinos.
little bit different. I'd call you something a little different, but that's all right. Just
And yeah.
My
But
God.
the food is really good.
You like the
it's
food
so
there in
good.
Miami?
Oh my gosh! And so we, Steven and I, you met Steven.
Mm-hmm.
He
He's his country boy. He's a yeah. Okay, go ahead. He
Yeah.
ain't Hispanic.
no, he's not. He's not. We just got back from Jamaica,
Uh-huh.
and it's a little country out there in the Caribbean.
I know where that's at. I don't care for it, but that's all right.
No, I'm not a big fan, but we were there, and we had we purposely decided to have a long layover in Miami because Steven's never been there, and we were dressed like we just got done camping the Appalachian Trail.
So you were a little out of place.
Yes,
That's what you're saying.
we went into I don't know, I can't remember specifically, but we went to like a Texas de Brazil restaurant. You know the Texas. Yeah, the whole time, and we have backpacks on because we're traveling.
Right.
So we had like backpacks, like we literally looked like we're homeless guys. We had a long beard, and Steven had long hair. And we went in because he's never been. And at the time, there wasn't one in Birmingham or in Alabama where we were in college. So I was like, dude, we got to go here. And we go in, and I was like, I didn't really realize how underdressed we were until we walked in. And I said, they may not sit us. And they said they treated us very well. They treated us very well.
That's
I was very, very impressed. They didn't question, they didn't guard us.
Order pending.
But they were super nice, and we had a good time. But yeah. And the whole time, so Jamaica, we were there to go protect two girls we went with. two girls asked us to go with them. Which, of course, I told them, listen, if the situation gets pretty bad at this point, I'm going to have to sell you guys to them.
Yeah, just like a man should do. Good job.
Yeah, well, there's no point of everyone dying.
Right. Might as well.
If you can save one, that's what I'm thinking, right?
And that's you. That one's you, right?
Well, in this scenario, yes.
All right. Yeah, you're the one that can speak Spanish, so it was going to work out.
No, in Jamaica, you don't speak Spanish.
Oh, that's right. You're in Jamaica. Yeah. I thought I was thinking somewhere in Costa Rica.
No, we did the same thing in Mexico. I told you about that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I had a list of other Americans I was going to bring in case we ever got caught. I'm like, oh, no, man, I got a list here, bro. I can bring people.
This guy's worth this much.
Right.
So we can ransom for this much. That sounds about right, Soto. That sounds about right, man.
Anyway, so the whole trip was great. It was safe. We had a good time. I mean, we did pick up like 8 people in the back of a truck with machetes. But anyways, we got back and we were walking, and there was a snake on the sidewalk. And there's a picture that one of the girls took of me backing everyone up for safety and putting my body between the snake and them.
No way.
There is.
I've yet to see that picture. I believe when I see it.
You can ask Steven. But that was the most dangerous part of the trip. Was not Jamaica. Was down in Miami.
Down in Miami. That's funny.
Yeah. So the more you know.
The more you know. That's right. The more you know. That's awesome. That's awesome.
See, I had a trade here to go short at a quarter, 3,000 and a quarter.
Okay.
Never picked me up. No, it didn't pick me up. It didn't even pop me. It came down. It came up to 300.
Yeah.
So I'm moving it.
We're kind of we're in between zones right here. That's the reason I took off I put a trade on just for a second to go long down here at 97 and a half, but we're right in between 2 zones. I just didn't draw it up, but we're kind of bouncing between 2 zones right here. I drew it up on my chart now, and so I'm not going to do anything here. I'm just going to let it get out of this area completely and do like Flash and just kind of wait.
Yeah.
This is all sideways action, so we'll see. We've already got 3 good trades in for the day, so we'll just kind of watch it and see, and up money, so no reason to get into another trade just because we want to, right? And we're in between zones here, so I'm just gonna wait for it to move out of this area before I do anything else. So I'll leave that drawn up now on my chart. I'll just leave it there. So Flash, let me ask you, man, since you're a Florida guy, do you play golf or not? If you don't, that's fine. I'd be interested to know, do you play golf? We won't ban you just because, if you don't play golf, we won't ban you just because you don't play golf.
I like how you always say stuff like that. Like, you ask a question, but then you will go like, hey man, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect our friendship.
I try to, I want people to talk. I don't want people to be scared to say something in the chat. So.
Yeah, and I can tell everyone, BK is one of the most humble persons I've ever met. So that's true. That's true.
I appreciate
it. Especially when we went to play soccer, and I invited him to go with me and a couple of my friends, and we were all Hispanic except for BK. And of course, all my friends looked at me. All my Hispanic friends were looking at me. They came up to talk to him, and what's going on with this guy? Why you guys bring this guy over?
He's a white boy. What are you doing, man?
And he's like, this guy's a white guy. He's not going to. And I'm like, guys, you know, he's great. He's on your team.
He's good, but he's on your team.
And of course, he goes out there and kills it. We start just does great out there. I'm like, great. So you're like, hey man, he can play. I'm like, yeah, I told you. So why is he on your team? Well, because I didn't know how good he was.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, all right. I appreciate you doing that, but I don't know if it was that dramatic. But
That was pretty dramatic.
Oh, well.
Let's
It
still
was
talk
fun.
about it.
It was fun.
We have a good time.
Yeah, so I definitely don't play a lot of soccer, but I played a lot of soccer growing up. You know, it was a good sport growing up, but yeah. So price is bouncing off that 97.50 area where I said I would have gone in, but I just don't like the zone. I just don't like being between the zones there. So that's where I had my trade in at 97.50. Took it off. And it's showing respect, so it's bouncing out of there, which is good. It should bounce. That was a lot of buyers there. So hopefully it bases and goes long out of here and gets us a break out of this area. Yeah, been a nice trade, but it's all right.
I thought you were gonna put up the.
I was. I grabbed him back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that doesn't bother me.
Well, I'm sure it don't. Apparently, because you've said a couple things about it, it must bother you.
It's trying to trade here.
Yeah, exactly. People are trying to mute me because of that.
No, anything is for me, but it's alright.
Oh, it's alright. Yeah, so we're getting a good bounce out of here. Hopefully it pushes through all this stuff. Oh, man. That's funny.
So I got a couple of calls. That's my little my nephew.
Oh yeah, he called you?
Yeah. Well, the nanny is calling because we talk, but I told him I can't talk until after 10. And so he said, well, he keeps asking about you. So I'm like, yeah, we'll after 10 o'clock, we'll talk. He's on a schedule, so.
Oh, he's on a schedule, so.
I'm not joking. They kind of want a schedule. I'm like. Why? I mean, I guess, I don't know, I'm not a parent, but, I mean, I can understand, like, a sleeping schedule, you know?
Well, like, when he can talk on the phone, when he can play, what? I mean, what's his schedule?
I'm not really sure. Just there's a time where he can talk, where he's free, where he's not doing developmental stuff.
Oh, really?
They got him doing a lot, he's 2 years old, and they got him learning all this stuff, which is good.
Yeah, that's good, I guess. That's good.
I don't know if he needs to know they know, but...
What? He needs to know what?
No, nothing. Just some music stuff.
Oh.
Got him.
Oh.
I got him the best gift ever. He loves it.
What's that?
Got him it's a tent for camping. And it's in a shape of a spaceship.
Nice.
He loves the moon and the stars and stuff.
That's awesome.
And dude, he goes in there all the time. And it came with a book from the Dr. Seuss book about the planets. So anyways, he really liked it.
Yeah, so you're his favorite uncle then, is what you're saying.
I better not say much on YouTube, but compared to the other uncles, it doesn't take much.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's cool though. He wants to talk to Uncle Soto.
Yeah, he'd be like, Chris hat, and that's when he wants to talk about the hat.
Oh, gotcha.
It's funny guy.
That is cool. He's a good looking kid, man.
Yeah.
He's good.
You're never gonna have to send him to military school here next year. When he turns 3.
You give him till 5. You're gonna make him go at 3.
He's gotta start training early.
I hear you. All right, we're getting some push out of this. There, we're getting some push.
There it is.
Man, I missed that. I didn't get in that trade now. That's a nice little runner they're going on.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Dude, what about the run? What if we would have gotten in on
It bumped us.
handle?
Yeah, it bumped us.
Oh my gosh.
If we'd have been in that, that'd have been a nice runner right there, you know. Nice 4 or 5 point runner.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
right.
I don't know. On top of our the 1 hour chart that I have, or the 1 hour candle that I have, goes from 98 and a quarter to 1.25.
Okay.
1 and a quarter there.
Yeah. I got
So it bounced up right at the top of that.
Nice.
But again, it's too risky to take a trade there because we got price increase the last 2 candles, and it could easily go up there where it touched before. 2 or even out to 3. So we just, like you said, we have to wait till it gets out of this area here.
Yeah. Cause it's just creating a lot of zones through here. I just drew another zone right here at 10:30. You know, so it's got a lot of bot support area right going on right here. So I'd like it to get out of this area completely before we look for anything else. If we even look for anything else at 10:42 this morning, we only got 18 minutes left.
2, 3 more trades.
Yeah, if it gives it to us, sure.
I just, when you say stuff like that, it makes me want to take trades so bad.
Oh, what's up?
I don't know why.
What's up with that?
No,
You just want to be.
I know.
Yeah, whatever.
We're gonna have another trade in until 10 o'clock. All right, I'll prove you wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one right here. He said, "What about that trade right there, BK?"
Yeah, right there. Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
You doing any golf today?
Nah, it's kind of overcast, and with Robbie being homesick, I'll probably just kind of. Well, Rachel here, we'll probably just kind of love baby him for a little while, hang around.
Yeah. Probably. I don't know if he's a big fan of Panera Bread.
Of what?
But,
Panera Bread?
Yeah.
Oh, that's his favorite. Yeah.
Oh, and this guy's awesome. I can tell already. He loves The Office. He loves Panera Bread.
Yeah, that's
He can't beat it. And so yeah, I always get the bread bowl there.
Uh-huh.
It's actually good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you. Good tasting at least. But yeah, I know there's different soups, and I know you're gonna hate this already. The broccoli cheddar soup. I bet you hate it, but it's so good.
Oh, I can't stand that. That's disgusting.
I knew it. I just knew it.
You knew it, didn't you?
Yeah, that's okay. I know you're different, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with it.
That's fine. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, we do like. Let me tell you what we do like that we can share. Pizza. I love.
Man, yeah. I love pizza. I love me some pizza, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, fortunately. Every day, man.
Yep. Me too. That part.
Oh, yeah.
My sister-in-law
Uh-huh.
sent me a text the other day. She was like, "Hey, I haven't been to the gym in like 2 whole days. Oh my gosh, I feel so." And I said, "What is the gym?"
A gym? What's that? Yeah.
What's
What
that?
is the gym?
Is there some food there?
A new restaurant.
That a new restaurant? Yeah, I haven't been to the gym in about, I don't know, 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when you got natural genetics like
I hear you, dude. I know it. Yeah. If we all could have those, we wouldn't need a gym.
you don't need a gym at that point.
Yeah.
At that point, the gym needs you.
That's
Okay?
it. That's right. Gym's going out of business, man. If we all had those kind of genetics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she emailed me her workout regimen and her diet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, listen, right? I was like, oh, cool. You seem like you might live forever. Okay. I'm shooting for 50 here, so.
Wow.
A solid 50 is better than a bad 70.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
She said, like, you're an uncle now. You gotta care about your health. I'm like, oh, okay. Yep, that's gonna change things.
Yeah, it might one day.
Yeah, maybe one day.
When he's wanting Uncle Soda to go outside and kick the ball and throw the ball and
I'm in a wheelchair. Just
Hey man, I'm 49. I only got 1 year left. He said.
like when you guys left. Yeah. That's actually. I know we're joking around, but I spoke to Steven the other day.
Uh-huh.
He said he got a patient come in that was 51 or 52
Uh-huh.
on disability, and not because of an injury, but because of lack of taking care of themselves,
Uh-huh.
and just the life quality. It was actually a female. She was in a nursing home at 50, 51. Extremely diabetic. It's horrible. Blood sugars are out of control. Just can't do anything for herself anymore. So that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is. That's bad.
Of course, while he was telling me that, I was eating Domino's pizza. So
Yeah, you sound like me right there.
yeah. Oh man, that sucks. You gotta take care of yourself. Let me get another slice. I'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh man.
I know you like Papa John's better. Is that your favorite
No,
fast
man.
food or chain?
No, dude. I like my favorite is actually called the Pie Factory, but
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm talking about like I'm sorry, let me like
fast food would be I like Pizza Hut really good. I like all of them really. I like Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Domino's, Godfather's. I like all those, man. There ain't no bad pizza out there, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, yeah. There's I agree. I was a little disappointed in Pizza Hut though. I'll tell you that. I had it the other day. A little disappointed. I like the pan supreme.
Oh, do you? Uh huh.
And man, it's just the crust. Whatever they change something, it's not the same.
Gotcha.
So Domino's to me is better now, and we don't have a Papa John's around here.
Yeah,
But
Domino's has the best pan pizza, I think, because of the way the crust is. But
Domino's, you mean the black box?
yeah, yeah. I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
it's got the
Oh,
real crispy, edgy crust around it, deep
yeah.
crust. Yeah, I mean that's really good. But I love thin crust though, man. I love Pizza Hut thin crust pizza.
Okay. Never had the thin crust of Pizza Hut, but
Yeah, I like it, man. I like that
yeah.
cracker crunch taste. Yeah, man.
Here's price coming back down real quick
Yeah,
here.
price is coming back into that. I'm not gonna trade it, but it could bounce out of here. But I'm not trading any of it.
We got volume decreasing, 30. Looking there. Yeah, like you said, it's kind of rough. I'm trying to talk myself into it. Better not.
Don't be talking yourself
Have
in.
a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. All right, Flash. Thanks
Hey,
for joining us.
yeah, Flash. Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Okay. Have a good one. We're about to be out of here in about 10 minutes ourselves. Well, goodness.
This is great weather, by the way.
You like this weather, don't you?
Man, I love it.
Yeah, it's a good time of the year, man.
Yeah.
Good time.
Steven's been sending me pictures just nonstop of the up there, like right now it's like in the high 50s,
Yeah.
and all the colors of the trees have changed, the leaves and stuff. So
Pretty, I'm sure.
yeah, and his backyard is great. His backyard is in the he has a river right there,
Uh huh.
and it's really nice. So pretty jealous there.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah, so Escanaba, temperature right now is 53. So he had snow a couple of days ago. I think last week he had snow.
He's got to buy some snowmobiles up there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's fun playing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start a recap here, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's call.
Save me making any trades anymore, and you either, probably, right?
No, it's gonna have to go all the way up there or all the way down there, and ain't going to happen. It looks like anytime soon.
Yeah, anytime soon. Alright, so let me go ahead and bring this spreadsheet, the new spreadsheet that Soto did for us, which is actually exactly like the old one. It's just that got erased for some reason. We had screenshots of the old one, so we gave those to him and he recreated it. And he just actually color-coded the wins and losses so he could be more visual on those as well. So I appreciate that. So let's take a 10-21 today. 19. One trade. One point. It was all lost, 0. So we're up to 1992. So we're almost to that 2,000 marker where we can push 2 contracts, which is good. So let me go ahead and pull in the chart that he sent me so we can show that. Definitely want to make sure people see that we're not making this thing up. So we download that and bring it in here. Alright, so here we go. Here it is. Alright, so now you should see on my screen now, you should see the chart. Well, you're just now looking at the there it is. Alright, there's a chart. So now you can see Soto's trade here where he entered the trade into the long side at 301, or excuse me, at 3 even, or 375 it looks like. He went long there at the break and got his first position out at 301.75. So he got his first full point target, and then he followed it up with the rest of his positions and a 1 tick of profit there. So, but we're just looking for that 1 point. He got that 1 point trade here at this area right here up to his exit at this area here. So the blue line was his entry, and the yellow arrow is his exit. Okay, so nice job there. You can see he entered lower and exited higher, which was nice. So good job, Soto. That's the first point of the day for the group. So nice job there. So as we have it updated here, 1021, you can kind of see $44.88 was his net profit after commissions. So nice job there. The account started at $1,000, is now up to $1,992. So very nice job. That's at 1 point a day, 1 point win, 1 point loss. So nice job, Soto.
Thank you, Gary.
All right, so that's 41 days in, up $992. Looking to carry this weekend. Hopefully we get into the over 2,000 this week, and then we'll start going. We can manage another position now. So, all right. So good job, Soto. So we'll call that. All right. Other than that, man, I think it's just going to be time to call it for the day. Made our points, which was good. I think we made three trades. I made 3 trades, I believe it is, and won two of those for netted out a couple points of profit. And Soto did the same. I think. How many trades you take total? 3?
I took 4.
Took 4 trades. Okay, and you won.
But I won 3. Yep, lost 1, so I netted 2.
Nice job.
It's a change. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Good job, man. So that's great. So guys, that's going to be it for the live stream today on Monday. Appreciate y'all being here. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and we'll do it again tomorrow. And so hope to see you back. All right, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You've been listening and watching the Titan Futures 1 Point a Day Challenge. Live stream. Remember, we're live daily, 9 to 11, and BK, Soto, and Mitchell are here to help. The Titan Futures 1 Day Point a Day Challenge, where anyone can learn how to day trade the futures market. Till next time.